Susan Pendergrass, no relation. She is the Director of Education Policy for the Show Me Institute. Good morning, Susan.
Good morning.
What is going on with all these teachers walking out?
So there's several different states where the teachers are walking out, and there's a little bit different. Kentucky, the teachers are walking out because of their pension being reformed.
Right.
Oklahoma, West Virginia is moreover teacher salary.
Right.
Arizona, probably teacher salary.
Well, but Oklahoma, though, they gave them a raise, but they're still out.
They did give them a raise, and then they also put more money towards education last week, and they're still out.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
So what's going on?
So I think that they are realizing that they can have some power by doing this, I guess.
Right.
But also, I think that in Kentucky in particular, I'm not sure that they are even clear on why they're protesting, because their pensions are being reformed, the pension system's being reformed, but they're not changing anything for the current teachers whatsoever.
Right.
It's only for teachers who haven't been hired yet. I guess I'm a little concerned that that could happen here in Missouri, because someday we're going to have to also talk about fixing our pension system. And if the teachers really believe that there's no way to fix it that will be okay with them, then they could walk out here too.
So when you're talking about teacher pensions, are those different than state employee pensions, or
Yeah.
are they different?
It's a similar system, but in a different plan. But
Okay, yeah.
But basically, Kentucky was going bankrupt like so many states. And so they said, from now on, the new teachers will get more of a 401k type plan. Current teachers, retired teachers get exactly what they've been promised. No change there whatsoever.
Right.
But they're still walking out. And, Missouri, we actually have 3 different plans: St. Louis, Kansas City, and the state. Yeah, I know. Kansas City's running out of money.
Because heaven forbid we all have the same deal.
It's
Okay.
crazy. Kansas City's running out of money, so they're in Jefferson City right now asking for more. St. Louis is running out of money, and St. Louis Public Schools said, we're tapped, we can't give more. So they're suing. The retirement system's suing the public schools. So St. Louis teachers, you should know your retirement benefits are now in the court system being settled.
Right.
And then the rest of the state, too, they're going to need more money. Ultimately, someone's got to pay.
Well, but you hear in Oklahoma that there are textbooks that Blake Shelton used, 30-something years ago.
Okay.
So, I mean, is there an argument? You also hear that there are only 4-day school weeks in Oklahoma.
That's
because
right.
they don't have money for a full 5-day week.
That's right. And Oklahoma's a little bit different than Missouri, right? Because they're very beholden to the oil and gas industry. And a couple of years ago, oil and gas was not doing well. And a lot of states during the recession pulled back on education spending. Oklahoma certainly did. And then they couldn't recover as fast. So Oklahoma's a little different. It's not.
Well, now, we had some people call in from Callaway County here saying that Callaway is working on a 4-day school week here in Missouri.
4-day school weeks are things that people think, wow, that sounds like a great idea. We can save some money. We can turn the lights off. We can turn off the AC, right? Now,
Right.
The buses aren't running. It's not usually very effective from an education point of view. 4 days on, 3 days off. That's not good for kids, really.
Right. But if a state can't send their kids to school 5 days a week,
Yeah.
I think we could all agree that something's wrong.
Something's wrong,
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah. I just don't know that walking out is the right way to deal with things, especially when it comes to pension reform. And I know I keep going back to that, but that's the one that I think, wow, that could actually happen here, because we're in a similar situation. I mean, these plans are running out of money.
Right.
If you can't pay your bills.
Right.
Right.
Well, I know there's a lot of people who say, hey, you know what? We haven't had a pension in 50 years. My pension's been taken away. I got a
Exactly.
401k. Why are these teachers complaining?
Exactly. And if you started deciding that you were going to just pay 70% of your bills, after a while, that other 30% starts to just get bigger and bigger and bigger. In Kentucky, they were going into a deeper hole, and they just said, look, we got to stop digging.
Right.
We can't keep doing this.
On the other side, though, the teachers say, look, we don't get paid what we're worth. We'll take
Right.
less money
Right.
to work 9 months a year and to have a halfway decent pension.
Yeah, but if you were 23 and you're graduating from Mizzou right now to be a teacher next year, would that make sense to you? Okay, you have to stay in the state 26 years. We're going to pay you really low salary. We're going to take care of you in retirement. I think that might have flown 50, 60 years ago, but I just don't think. Today's teachers probably would rather have a higher salary
Right.
and a normal retirement benefit like a 401k than this weird promise of low pay for being taken care of.
No, right. I mean, it's all over, but I mean, there are no easy answers.
Right, but if you got student loans, I just think it would be better to give them a decent salary rather than this weird promise of pensions.
A pension 40 years from now.
Exactly, when
Yeah.
they turn 55.
More on the website?
So much more. ShowMeInstitute.org. We got some blogs and some other things, so please check it out.
You got it. Thanks for coming in,
Thank
Susan.
you.
Susan Pendergrass with us from the Show